another video, bring the pup back home. So my passions are a lot performance related. I have a performance type of car, this Suzuki Swift Sport entry performance type of car. I have a bike that's best in the class, the Ninja of Kawasaki, Ninja 400, which is completely dominating its own class. This is the lightest weight hot hatch that you can currently buy, and I have light performance dogs, being this Patterdale Terriers. She just got her shots, so she got the 12-week continuation jab, but also the rabies shots, because she's going to Belgium. She goes over the border, so after this shot we wait 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks are done, she can go to the new owner. And that's it. So performance is an important part of my life, and also for myself. I like calisthenics, which is performance based on your own body weight, so not looking strong but being functionally strong. I also like to put a lot of performance in my job, in my career, where I can, in my family. I want to learn my children what is important. But I must say that this new generation, I'm not trying to disrespect them, but they are made of a different type. They are a little bit more disconnected from nature, and harder work. And hard work is not a bad thing. Hard work is a virtue, in my opinion. So if you're able to do the hard work and you succeed, you get pride out of that, and you can improve upon yourself. But some of this new generation, including my own children, they try to sneak away from the hard work, get it as easy as possible. That's the thing, of course. Different generations, different education, different mindsets, different friends. I understand this, but to me this is something that I also this bleeping of technology trying to protect you from everything. It's a good thing. Technology is new, and that's good, of course. But also sometimes I think it's a little bit too much babying yourself. And important virtues, technology and etc. they can help you a lot. But the things that make you, that make you and define you, are very oftentimes more character based. And how do you build character through adversity and successfully battling that? And also what you see in the dogs. You just saw this little Patterdale bitch of 12 weeks, but a lot of dogs that come into the veterinarian, they are so completely unsound and so scared and all those other things that I really don't like. She just had her jabs, not a beep, very nice, very friendly, not scared of going to the veterinarian. And also a healthy dog to begin with. You should not go to the veterinarian if you don't need to go. Of course you want to deliver the pups in an optimum state to the new owners, of course. But what good thing is it when you have a dog that only very rarely sees the veterinarian, only when it is needed? For example, when she has some hunting injuries. It's completely different than those dogs that do walk once a day, a bigger walk, and all the other times 2 times one walk around the block, and that's it. And they get injured. They have injuries to their knee muscles, hip dysplasia, and what have you not. That's not a nice thing to start with, of course. I understand it, it happens, and if you are owner of such a dog, of course, I respect you that you try to do the best for it, but it's not what you expect. You expect a dog, and you should try to aim for it that is good and sound to begin with, and should not be artificially enhanced with hip replacement surgery and all other types of things. That's not something that that I aspire to. But I know on average a lot of owners have this trouble all the time, and then they make excuses because of that. My dog plays with all those bigger dogs, and all those bigger dogs get injuries and he doesn't so far. The male dog. That's a good thing, because in the weight classes, if that other big dog will stand on them and they stand on them, they walk them over, etc. But he just stands up again as if nothing happened. But those big dogs, they just jerked a muscle, something else went wrong, and they're out for a couple of months, having to need new surgery. Yeah, it's a pity. All that weight on those joints, the joints are not able to hold it. It's a bad combination. So if you get a bigger dog, I would really advise you to get out of working stock. Even with smaller dogs I would really advise it, but smaller dogs can get away with a lot more because they are relatively small. But those bigger dogs, they say they get that big dog for protection, and I can imagine. But if that big dog will just cower away when they face adversity, or they are completely ruined by all those injuries, not capable to perform, what do you get from a big dog? A big couch potato, huh? Big couch potato that is eating you to poverty. That's a different story, yeah. Hey Shelby, such a nice papa, such a nice puppy. Yes, one way or another, we will get to know what we need to know, huh? But know it through being down and getting right up again is different than hearing it from someone who experienced it. If you're not willing to put in the effort, that's the thing. I'm really interested how this new generation will develop itself. I'm not saying that they won't, because they always will, and we will find, and also that generation as a whole will find a way to do it. But it is harder, and also it is a little bit colliding with the other generations. Also, when you're having someone working for you and they just work there for a few weeks and they say, I don't think I make a big stamp on the world. What's in it for me in the job all the time? And they just started the job, and they have to grow to the ranks, in my opinion, and develop themselves and see how it fits, and also how it fits with the company. But they're already done with it. It's like an MTV 5 seconds clip or 5 minutes clip, and then the attention span is going away. But yeah, imagine that you're raised that way. Huh? We have been raised on the streets. We are playing with the ball or with his friends. We are playing with marbles, jumping ropes, making our own cabins in the woods. That's a different generation than those generations that are now completely immersed in social media, be it YouTube or games, Facebook, Instagram. It's a completely different generation, and they have to deal with that, huh? It's also a pity for them. So on technology level, they all surpass us with ease because they are raised like that, and they just know as a second nature how to interact with that. But the thing is, as parents, I think we should really protect them against themselves a little bit. So to limit their tablet time or their monitor time, being tablet, television, or PC, laptop, whatever. And also, if I look at my children, when I had time on a monitor, on a screen time, I would really like to play games, and especially games that are hard. improve and to challenge myself, so to say. But this generation also likes games, but they also like to just consume and not interact. They just watch YouTubers, vloggers. Yeah, it is a completely different world, I must say. But yeah, I'm interested what this does with your brain. If you see, for example, a father or a mother interacting with a child, and they make a scan, they see certain areas of the brain lighting up. And I'm also very interested what this does with the young mind. The prolonged exposure to screen time, and also just consuming instead of interacting. It's not so much a play, it's just more of being entertained instead of entertaining yourself. That's, I think, the best way to describe it. What can you do yourself? You can show them nature, have some animals, let them interact also with young animals, take them on trips, show them the beauty, show them also culture, tell them how things went in the past, what are the benefits of new technology, but also the benefits of the old ways. So of course you need to improve upon, and also not stand still and embrace technology. I completely get that, but not at the cost of destroying everything, all the lessons you learned in the past. Because if technology, for example, is failing, and electricity is failing, the things of the past will become a lot more, how do you say that, timeless, because those things in the past, when technology was not there were also ways of coping, and those are the ways that can lead to survival in a dire situation. It's not the Wi-Fi is out, what can we do with our life now? Well, I hope you like this small talk. Foundering Car.